I'm convinced that a lot of red pillars and conservatives want to return back to a world of subsidized mediocrity. For the vast majority of human history, only about 40% of men have been able to go and find a mate and procreate. Of course, this was a problem because the other 60% of men who couldn't find mates were running around being violent, being a detriment to society. So to help cope with that burden, we've built up organized religion. And organized religion helped give these men a purpose and a direction. But what it also did was it coerced women through sociological manipulation to get them to go and center men in their lives, to see marriage as the crowning achievement of their lives. Because so many women at a young age were coerced to go and center men in their lives, it socially programmed them to go and settle for the average mediocre man, so that it created a more equitable society where monogamously, roughly one man would have one woman. In effect, the world that our grandparents grew up in relied on the manipulation and subjugation of women in order to go and coerce them, in order to basically pacify these sexless incels, let's call them. And speaking for the baby boomer generation, they came out of World War II as the most economically prosperous generation in the history of humanity. And this allowed for the average man to start a family on a middle-class income. In effect, in the incels fantasy world, where every man gets one woman, it relies on the subsidization of mediocrity. It relies on the subjugation of women and the manipulation of them through social institutions, through social programs. This is the reason that a lot of incels are veering towards the right wing and voting for Christian nationalism, and why they're so vehemently against feminism.